Why it sucked to be Van Gogh. You're one of history's greatest artists. Your paintings are worth over $100 million each. Museums fight over your work. Your name is synonymous with genius. There's just one problem. You died thinking you were a complete failure. Welcome to being Vincent van Gogh, where you created 2,100 masterpieces, sold one painting your entire life, and only became famous after you were dead and couldn't enjoy any of it. Hit subscribe if you enjoy cosmic-level irony, because Van Gogh never saw his own success. You sold one painting. 1. Let's start with the numbers. Van Gogh created over 2,100 artworks in 10 years. Oil paintings, watercolors, sketches, drawings, an insane output of creative genius. He painted obsessively, constantly, desperately, trying to prove himself as an artist. He sold one painting while alive, the Red Vineyard, and even that was basically a pity purchase by his brother's friend. 1. In his entire lifetime, the art world looked at his work and said, "No thanks," approximately 2,099 times. Today, his paintings sell for over $100 million. Portrait of Dr. Gogh went for $82.5 million. Irises sold for $54 million. The art world that rejected him now treats his work like sacred relics. Museums build entire wings around his paintings. But Van Gogh? He died broke, thinking he was worthless. Your brother funded your failure. Van Gogh couldn't support himself. His brother Theo sent him money constantly just so he could afford paint and food. Theo believed in him when literally no one else did. Not critics, not buyers, not other artists, just Theo. Vincent felt guilty about this his entire life. He knew he was a financial burden. He knew Theo had his own family to support. And he kept painting anyway because it was all he had. Imagine being so dedicated to your craft that you accept charity from your brother for a decade, producing masterpiece after masterpiece, and still nobody wants to buy them. The tragic irony? After Van Gogh died, Theo died 6 months later. Neither of them lived to see Vincent become the most celebrated artist in history. The brother who funded the failure never got to say, "I told you so." The ear incident. Yes, we have to talk about the ear. During a mental breakdown, Van Gogh cut off part of his own ear. The exact reason is debated. Maybe an argument with Gauguin, maybe a psychotic episode, but he did it, wrapped it up, and allegedly gave it to someone. This became his defining moment in pop culture. Not his revolutionary brushwork, not Starry Night, not his use of color. Nope, people remember him as the guy who cut his ear off. One of history's greatest artistic minds, and his legacy got reduced to self-mutilation trivia. He struggled with severe mental health issues his entire adult life. Depression, anxiety, possible bipolar disorder, psychotic episodes. And in the 1880s, treatment was basically tough it out or get institutionalized. He spent time in asylums painting between breakdowns, creating masterpieces while suffering immensely. You died, thinking you failed. Van Gogh shot himself at 37. He believed he was a failure, a burden, and that his art was worthless. He died thinking his life's work meant nothing. Theo organized a small exhibition of his paintings after his death. Critics finally paid attention. The art world suddenly got it. Within decades, Van Gogh became one of the most famous artists in human history. But he never knew. He died believing the opposite. That's not just sad, that's cosmically unfair. The validation he desperately wanted his entire life came after he couldn't receive it. The verdict. Being Van Gogh meant creating timeless genius that nobody wanted while you were alive. You worked obsessively, lived in poverty, relied on your brother's charity, battled severe mental illness, and died thinking you wasted your life. Then the world decided you were brilliant after you couldn't hear them say it. Your paintings are priceless, your name is legendary, and you experienced none of it. That's the ultimate tragedy. Success without the satisfaction of knowing you succeeded. If you enjoyed this tale of posthumous irony, smash like and subscribe for more. Comment which historical figure's suffering you want next. And remember, if you're an artist struggling today, at least you'll know if you make it. Poor Vincent. Someone should have bought a second painting.